So we decided that we were going to have crab for dinner tonight. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I clean and cook crab. I was born and raised in Alaska, and this is the way I do it. See right there where I was pointing? That's how you tell that's a male. You want to hold him right there behind where he can't reach you with his little claws and pinch your little fingers off. First, you're going to hold him down like this, making sure you have good pressure. Reach your hands down and just pull. You're going to pull the top shell off, pulling from one side to the other. Just rip it off. That's the easiest way to do it. There you have all the insides. You're going to take it, you're going to flip him over. You're going to put your thumbs down there, right there where his little triangle is in the bottom, and just pinch and pull. That's how you split him in half. I know what you're thinking, that's cruel and unusual punishment. But at the end of the day, you're still cooking the crab. And ripping their heads off quickly like this, in a sense, kills them instantly. Once you get him in half, then you're going to clean everything out. You know, pulling off his little lungs, pulling all the guts and everything out, making sure you get a nice, clean piece of meat. You're going to do the same thing with both halves. You know, clean them out, pull off everything. Pretty much everything that is brown, you don't want. You want to make sure you pull out everything that is not white, because it is in fact very bad for you, and that is where shellfish keep their PSP, the paralytic shellfish poisoning. I'm not going to say it's going to affect you very much, but more often than not, that is where you're going to get sick from eating that. I know a lot of places tend to cook the crab whole. They'll buy them fully cooked at the store. That's fine if you like it. There's nothing wrong with that, but I prefer to do it this way. This is the way I've been doing it my entire life, and this is the way I will continue to do it. Again, just to reiterate how you're supposed to handle the crab, grab them from behind. Do not grab them by their legs because they can reach around and pinch you. Always grab them with your thumb over their shell and your fingers underneath the bottom. And again, the best way to tell the males from the females is the males have essentially a nice straight triangle looking bottom. The females are round. You notice how it's kind of a point? That is a male. Males are the only ones that are legal to keep and eat. And here I'm showing my two young children to avoid the claws because they will pinch very, very hard. They're very strong and it hurts very bad. So stay away from the claws. Again, you don't want to get anywhere near that because they can almost reach to the other side. This is why I hold them as far back to their body as possible when I'm pulling this top shell off. And as I'm cleaning them this way, I always discard the top shell. Remember, thumbs underneath, push with both thumbs and pull back. That's how I split them in half to properly clean them all the way to avoid getting any of that nastiness. So again, you're going to take off everything you don't really intend to eat. Anything that is brown needs to go. Make sure you pull it all out, depending on where you're cleaning it. Sometimes, you know, you're at a cleaning station or on the water, it's easier to do it there. But make sure you get all of that stuff out because it is not good for you at all. We ended up buying 3 crab because there was quite a few of us eating. And for someone like me who was born and raised in Southeast Alaska, 3 crab is never enough. But I've been doing it this way since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. I learned how to do this from my father, and believe me, I got pinched quite often. It's a learning process, but again, this is the way I've been doing it for as long as I can remember, so this is, to me, the best way. I enjoy doing it this way because the crab is cleaner and I can season the water a little bit better, and I will get to how I season the water a little bit later on in this video. Best part about this is always to clean up. There's always a mess you need to clean up. After you're done cleaning your crab, you can start getting your water ready for boil. I use about 6 quarts of water for 3 crab, handful of rock salt, and 1 whole garlic. As our water is boiling, I had to go back and admire the size of these crab that we ended up getting. These are nice size. The front leg is big, the pinchers are big. It's very nice, solid shelled crab. These are going to be very, very tasty, all of them. And I cannot wait until we sit down and eat these. Now that the water is ready and boiling, now you insert your crab. Just throw them in there. There's no easy way to do this. Just drop them in. That's how you boil them. Get them nice and cooked for a very, very lovely meal. Now that all your crab is in the pot, you gotta make sure they're fully submerged for a very good even boil. When they're completely submerged, it's time to cover and boil. Typically, you will boil them for about 5 minutes and then let them sit for about 5 minutes. When that is done, they are ready to come out. Now it's time to dump out the crab juice and cool them off for a very delicious meal. When you dump out the water, you're going to want to make sure you do it slowly because it is boiling water and it will burn you. When the bulk of the boiling water is out, go ahead and dump the rest of the crab in the sink. You're going to want to make sure you turn on the faucet to cold water to help cool it all down and to stop it from cooking. You're going to want to make sure you get each piece of crab just to make sure it's nice and cool to the touch before you start eating so you don't burn your mouth. Look how happy I am with all this crab in front of me. I cannot wait to dig in and enjoy. Of course, I'm not going to eat it all. I have to share with everybody else. But again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.